Yo, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk about the OUKITEL P1 after using this device for about 4 months now. So I have my SIM card put back in here. I've been, using it on a regular basis now. I did have my SIM card inside of my Samsung Galaxy, A16 for like 4 months straight, and that's a really good device. But I wanted to share my experience, like from using that device to this one, and kind of tell you, basically how this one's been holding up after a couple of days. But I did have my SIM card in here for like a solid month or two when I first got it. So I kind of want to switch back to it because it has been a really solid budget phone. But make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the P1. Obviously, this is going to be a phone around in the budget price point, but it has like some mid-range performance. It actually performs really good compared to my A16. One thing I noticed is the speed difference. This one just has faster reaction time. It has quicker response time when you're doing one app to another. The UI on here is pretty much buttery smooth. So that's one thing I really like about it. I like that it has tap to wake. So when you're not using it and you just have it on the main screen, you could tap it and it wakes the screen. That's actually pretty clutch. I do have facial recognition and fingerprint sensor capabilities on here. So I really like the in-display fingerprint sensor on this. It has 18 watts fast charging. So out of the box, I have been using the brick for charging it. I think it's on the wall right now, but I'm gonna pause the video and go grab it real quick. So inside the box you do get the case, which I have on here most of the time just to protect the back from scratches. It has like this frosted material on the back, really nice camera like shell. This basically is raised up a little bit. It houses the flash. It houses this is nothing right here, but you have a 50 megapixel camera on here, as well as a portrait and a macro camera. Then you also have a 32 megapixel camera inside of the island. We're going to talk about the island in just a second, but I kind of wanted to talk more about what comes inside the box. So this case is actually pretty good. It gives you the ability to feel the sides still. So the sides of the phone are all plastic, but it looks just like metal. So you can't really tell it apart when you're looking at it from if it's metal or not, like if you're just looking at it. Look at this material that it comes in. You also do get a tempered glass screen protector, which broke. I did use it for a little bit, but it did break. You also do get your user guide right here, your SIM remover tool. Then you get some a warranty card right here as well. So that's definitely going to be pretty cool. I think there's like a 2-year warranty on here. And then you have like this warning guide. The brick is 18 watts fast charging, so it does charge at 18 watts fast charging, and it does have the type C to type C cable inside of there with the adapter, so that you can use it on a US basically like a US wall. And it does say fast charging right here on the charger. So I really like the fact that it does come with the charger as well. So after 4 months, the phone has been really solid. I've been doing phone calls. As far as the phone calls, I wanted to talk about that because a lot of people may be saying, well, it's only 4G. It's probably not going to be the best in the world when it comes to phone calls. It's actually great when it comes to phone calls. I was doing a video chat on Google Meets earlier today on this phone, and there was no dropouts. Everything just seemed like it was perfectly fine. The reception, the call quality was good. I actually do use Bluetooth headphones whenever I'm making phone calls, so I just want to mention that. But the speakers are pretty loud on this device, and you are able to hear the person perfectly fine even when it's not on speakerphone. So I do like that as well. Talking about battery life, This phone has gotten me through the entire day. It's at 33% right now, which is good because right now it's almost 11 o'clock. And so that means the battery has been being used pretty much all day, as you can see right here. I haven't had it or the screen on the entire time. Obviously, you can see I've just been using it every now and then. But you can see like during the first part of the day is when I was just like kind of using it, you know, for GPS. I was also using it for music. I was listening to music most of the entire day. So you can see Spotify 6 hours and 15 minutes. I was using it mostly for the Spotify, and also the GPS. You can see I was using it for. I did watch YouTube like a little bit. I was on Facebook a little bit, Amazon a little bit. I was also using a camera for a little as well. So yeah, I definitely think it did a pretty good job when it came to battery life, 34%. And then you do get the power savings mode. If you are running low on battery, you could put the battery savings mode on. That will give you better battery life. You also do have a lot of features built in on this device. So one of the things I like is that if you're doing phone calls, you have phone call recording. So I've actually recorded like pretty much all my phone calls from the time I've got it. You also have visual voicemail on here, so you can get all your voicemails. Like, you know, I mean, like basically you could look at the voicemails as well as listen to them. So I think it comes straight out of the box with visual voicemail. You'll get 256 gigabytes of internal storage. It says 8 gigabytes of RAM and then 16 extended RAM on here, so you can increase that. I actually have it increased to 12 on top of the 8. So that's definitely going to be pretty solid. I'm using only 20 and I still have 4 remaining, but I'm just going to, you know, I don't use that all the time. This device also does have that high refresh rate as well. And you can make it 90, 60 auto. You have lift to wake on here as well. I have that turned off. I have the dynamic island turned on. You could actually turn that off as well, but I really like that island when it comes to getting my notifications because you can interact with it. Right now, I don't have any notifications to interact with on the island, but I've been using this phone basically without an app drawer because it kind of reminds me of like an iOS device. So I just kind of like kept it like that. But if you long hold the screen and go to settings, you could actually activate the app drawer on this device. So I'll show you what that looks like if I do get a notification. But yeah, I do like to put my shopping list on here. Like as far as the price, it's $159 on AliExpress, but $260 on Amazon. So I'll make sure I leave both links down below, depending on if you want to get it faster. You go order it from Amazon. And so if you go right here, you could just see that this device has very fast response time when it comes to pretty much anything. So even the typing experience is really good on here. So you can see it's at $269 right now. I think there's a discount code too. Actually, there's no discount code, but yeah. Is it worth $269? If you could get it for $159, I would probably just order it from Amazon, AliExpress, and then just wait the 1.5 weeks or however long it's going to take. But I definitely think this phone is pretty solid when it comes to everything. So if you see, I got the notification right here on the island, and I could tap that, and I get 3 options here: play, turn off, or watch later. It has really good. Like I noticed, I don't even have to tap the screen. I could just kind of like hover my finger over something and it basically has like very good responsiveness on the screen. So yeah, that's pretty cool that it has that to offer. So if I go ahead and just type the OUKITEL, like this is where you can see the keyboard is really good. It's just very, if you're a type text messenger, like if you're a fast text messenger, this is going to be a perfect phone because it has fast reactions to everything you're doing. You can see $139 is half the price of what you're getting if you order it from Amazon. So yeah, I would definitely order it from AliExpress because this is a phenomenal. This is like where I got mine, and it didn't even take that long to get here. You can see all the contents that come inside of the box. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this phone after 4 months. I definitely think it's definitely an awesome phone for the price too. And it's as far as performance, it's done really well. It has all these features inside of tool bag, picture hanger, magnifier, mirror, contractor. So you do get the mirror right here, and you can actually zoom out, zoom in. It'll show you your like what you look like. So I think this is pretty cool, just to have like a little mirror on your phone. You also do get the camera, which is actually pretty good. And when it comes to video, it does give you like some pretty good options here to play around with. So you actually get 2K recording, full HD recording for video on this as well. So they give you the 2K, they give you the full HD. On the front camera, they're actually going to give you the full HD on video, which is really good. You do get portrait with the bokeh as well. So I could take a portrait shot of my face right now. And let me show you some of the photos I've taken on this phone. You can see this photo is actually really clear with the 32 megapixel. It captures really good detail of my face, of my skin. And I really like the cameras on not only the front and the back. So this is a really good phone for taking photography as well. So you have beauty mode, micro mode, which allows you to get pretty much up close, up to 4 centimeters distance. And when you get that close up, you're going to be able to capture some actually pretty good details here. So let me show you what I was talking about. So that's roadblocks, pores. Obviously he doesn't have pores because it's not real skin, but you can see it captures like all the dust and stuff like that on him. You also have 50 megapixel camera if you want to capture really fine. When you use the 50 megapixel camera, it helps you for when you're zooming into the photo after you take it. So if I take a photo right now and then I go into the photo, once I zoom in, I'm going to get way more details when I zoom in than if I took a standard shot. So that's good if you want to zoom in and get more details after you take the shot, but you don't get the ability to zoom in. Actually, on the 50 megapixel, they do allow you to zoom in. So I have the volume rocker set to zooming in right here. When I tap that, I could actually zoom in. If I hold it, it just zooms in all the way, but really slow. And you can see I could tap. And even from a far distance, I could still get details on the subject with the zoom, with the 50 megapixel camera. So that's actually pretty clutch. You also do get this AI feature in here. You also have auto HDR on, which is good. I keep that on. Then you have your extras like nighttime photography and pro photography. So if I go to my gallery, I actually have some really good shots on this phone that I want to show you. I actually took some videos on here of this.
I love you.
So this parrot actually was talking. I was taking a video of the parrot, and he actually talked back.
I love you too.
Watch this.
I love you too.
So that's pretty crazy. The parrot. I was at the animal shelter, and there was a lot of birds and stuff like that. And yeah, these guys are pretty smart. They're like, I think they have the intelligence of like a 2-year-old. But this was my favorite parrot in the whole place. He had like this little crown every time he got excited. The feathers on his head would go up, and good shots when it comes to this phone. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was also able to take some shots of like this peacock with the white feathers, the one with the brown feathers when I was zooming in on him. You could see right here, you could really see the details on the feathers. They look like eyes when you look at it real close. The feathers kind of look like eyes. That's kind of crazy, kind of draws you in. And then you can see the details of his face. He had his mouth open and he was like doing the maiden call. He was trying to get like the female to come closer. This is the back view of the peacock's wings. And then this is the tail and stuff. That's how he kept the feathers up with this little thing in the center. So this was really good when it was pretty good when it came to video. And then you can see during the video, I was actually zooming in on this blue peacock that was walking toward me, and you can see this one did capture some pretty good detail as well when it came to the video. So this was 2K recording on video when I was just sitting there, and it did a pretty good job. Definitely did a pretty good job of capturing that. Then I took a picture, and that was actually zoomed in. So yeah, I think it did really good when it comes to the details on here and stuff like that. So yeah, even this one gets some really good close-up details of this parrot. But yeah, the P1 is definitely a good phone when it comes to performance and stuff like that. So if you hit play on a YouTube video, it'll pop up. And so yeah, I really like the dynamic island. You also do get your flashlight right here. You have your FM radio with sound recorder on here too to take voice notes. You have your when you do a phone call, like every time you do a phone call, it basically allows you to record the phone call, which is really good. So I'm not going to do that, but I just wanted to share that that's a really good feature. I also downloaded the Gemini assistant. So Gemini works really well. I have that here. I'm going to put it in this folder right here that says Gemini with the Google apps and stuff. And this thing does allow you to do widgets, shopping lists, everything like that. And then, so yeah, I've just been using this as my daily, and I really like it. I think for the price of $134, like if you pay that on AliExpress, is definitely worth it. It has that 120 hertz refresh rate.
4.1 magnitude earthquake. We've got this new video. Take a look.
So they're saying there's an earthquake. And that's the video of the earthquake shaking the house. That's kind of crazy.
Says Alcatraz will start taking in prisoners again after being closed for more than 60 years.
Let's go. So punk ass bitch.
So yeah, social media is definitely really nice on here when it comes to scoops. I also do have all my social media inside this folder, so I could easily scroll through. And one of the things about it is it's just fun to scroll through with the 120 hertz. It also has an AMOLED screen with 6.7 inches, which is smooth as butter. So it has really good performance. It has very good, it's 500 nits brightness. So I didn't have any issues when I was looking at this outdoors. And yeah, I just had a really good time using it. When it comes to the battery life, you can see it's at 29% out of the whole day. And also I did get a software update. So I did want to show you right here that it does have a software update that is asking me to actually install or download right now, 27 megabytes. So I'm downloading that right now as we speak. So this is for optimization, system, minor bug fixes, and so I thought that was actually pretty cool that this does have that, but it does say that my battery's too low to do it right now. So I'm gonna do that a little bit later. But yeah, I did wanted to jump into some of the gaming performance on this as well. You could plug in some headphones to listen to the FM radio. You have your QR scanner. You have your gallery app, which I did download from the Play Store. But yeah, like all my photos are on here. And yeah, you could store a lot of photos this phone takes, which is something that's really solid. I really like that about it. And it just captures some pretty good detail as well when you're, using it. So yeah, so far it's been a really good phone to mess around with. Especially like the cameras, they do a pretty good job for the price. And it does charge, like 18 watts is a little bit slow. So that's the only thing, but it does have no headphone jack. It does have expansion of the storage, so you can expand the storage up to like 256 or like a terabyte. Let's talk about the So I did talk about everything that I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the G99 processing chip on here when it comes to gaming. So when it comes to gaming, it's actually really good too. So if I go into PUBG, this thing does handle gaming really well. So when you do game, it might get a little bit warm. Sometimes I throw the case on there just to alleviate some of the heat, but I'll let you guys know if it does heat up while I'm gaming on here. All right, so let's test out the performance. Let's go into the graphics. It does have ultra and smooth frame rate if you want to get the smoothest performance, and you can see it has really good reaction times with the G99. And so yeah, it just feels buttery smooth right now. I got first blood right there. Okay, so yeah, this is a beast. I stayed quiet just for a second so I could take it all in, but yeah, this phone is operating on basically mid-range level right now when it's coming to gaming. So it's a great performer when it comes to gaming. It's a good performer. I wouldn't say excellent, but it's definitely a good performer when it comes to gaming on here. You could escape enemies, you can compete. So let me see, I'm trying to survive because somebody's chasing me. Okay, I got my health back. Oh, that was close. Why is my whole team back here? Did we all just die at the same time? Wait, who's shooting me? Oh, I got him. That was actually a great that was a great kill. Okay, yeah, so you can see I can definitely compete on here. But yeah, you can see multitasking is going to be good. You actually have one-handed operation. So if I swipe from the bottom, I could get the one-handed operation on here to use it with one hand. I could also use this with split screen view as well. So if I wanted to do split screen, I also have that option here. And it does give you the ability to use it both ways. So you could use it portrait or landscape. But yeah, after 4 months, this phone has still been really fun to play around with. I'm not even gonna cap. It's been a really good phone, especially when it comes to just daily use. It's very fast. There's no lag on this, which makes it really nice. Super fast, super smooth, great typing experience. I definitely like playing around with the island when I get notifications coming in. And yeah, it's a little bit warm after gaming, but nothing like too crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. But let me know what you guys think about the OUKITEL P1 in the comment section. If you're still here, just type down below, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'm going to hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Namaste.